So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. But you just beg to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another social happy hour on this hump day, this Wednesday. I hope everybody's having an amazing night tonight. Cheers, everyone. I am drinking an Aperol with a little bit of gin, which is kind of off the beaten path for me, but at the same time, it's red, so it kind of matches. It goes with the whole holiday feeling. All right, and that's what we're going to be talking about because the year is coming to an end very, very soon. I think in about 2 weeks, 14 days. And because the year is coming to an end, I kind of want to reminisce about the last year, about 2020, and really kind of dive into where we've been and where we're going and what to expect for 2021. Because this isn't going to be the last episode that I do for 2020. However, this is going to be the last time I talk about 2020. I'm going to actually try to do that. Anyway, before I get started, you know me, I like to do a little bit of housekeeping over here. If you're watching on YouTube, click that subscribe button, click that bell notification button, because you don't know when I'm going to be going on Wednesdays or Tuesdays or Freeform Fridays. You never know when I'm going to be going on. So click on that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and then you'll be able to tune in anytime that I go live, because let's face it, sometimes you're going to miss me. And that being said, go ahead and go to my merch store. It's Peterific-merch.com. Pick up yourself one of these candles just for Christmas. That'll arrive just in time for Christmas. You have the sentiment and the reminisce, the black and the white one. So if you want your place smelling like Peter and being Peterific, you should go ahead and get one of those candles for yourself, okay? And then if you want the morning after hair, the hair that tells your friends, hey, I got lucky last night, go to myhero.com, pick yourself up one of these number 3s. This is the tonic spray. I'm not going to take off my Santa hat and spray it all over myself because I like my Santa hat right now, so maybe next time I'll do it. So shake yourself up and spray it on your hair, and all of your friends will be like, oh, wow, did you get lucky last night? Because that's the type of hair that you're going to have with the tonic spray. And then, of course, go download Celebrity Slots and play Peterific Slots. I'm playing it right now as I'm talking to you guys. Just keep on spinning that wheel. Win some amazing prizes. Why not? Keep on spinning that wheel. You get a chance to, from me anyway, you'll get a chance to win a Peterific Slots hat, some candles. Actually, right now, and it ends on this Sunday, you can win an entire gift box of some of my favorite stuff, which is the candles, all right, which is the Kina knives, and then I'm throwing a couple other things in there. So go spin the wheel, and you'll be able to win that awesome gift box just in time for the 25th of December. So go keep on spinning that wheel. Download it. Boom. Awesome. Anyway, now back to our show. So today I was reminiscing about 2020 and all the great adventures that I've had this past year. And, looking back on it, because that for me, Christmas, the holidays, this time of the year is the time to reflect. And of course, it's symbolic because, you got the next year right around the corner, 2021. Oh, my goodness. Can it come fast enough, right? And I got to thinking about some numbers, you know what I mean? 2020, what does it really mean? 2021, what does it really mean? Is it really change? Or is it just the number that we write down and are like, okay, well, it's 1 year later. So I think it's like a more of a mental thing, but that's just me. I mean, I'm curious as to what everybody else thinks, because to me, it's like I just continue doing what I'm doing. I don't really do any New Year's resolutions anymore. I just keep on being Peter. That being said, my host tonight, because Johnny's really, really busy tonight. He's on phone calls all day and all night. He's been going like a maniac trying to get this year finished off in the right way. So I have a temp co-host tonight, Stuart Fulton. Yay, Stuart. You've seen her before. She's been on this for a while. How you doing?
I'm so happy to be here. I may be a temp, but I have a full-time energy.
Yes, I love it. I love that full-time, fullness energy. There we go. Peter like, Peter love.
I love it.
What are you drinking tonight, Stuart?
You're about to freak out, Peter.
Oh, okay.
So, I had no idea what I was going to drink tonight. I was going back and forth between like martinis, margaritas, whatever. And I literally was like, I'm going to drink Aperol. So we're both drinking Aperol.
Wow, that's a coincidence if I've ever heard of one.
This is meant to be. And when I was pulling out the Aperol, I was like, they're going to roast me because this is like not a Christmas drink. And here you are. And you said you have gin. I put vodka in mine because Aperol spritz aren't that strong.
No, they're not. Well, I emptied this entire bottle of gin that I got from a couple weeks ago. I was doing tasting all of these different liquors in Vegas. Wait,
yes.
We talked about this.
Yes.
And so this is one of the little bottles that they gave me. So I was like, well, I'm going to use that tonight and mix it with a little Aperol. So cheers to you.
Cheers. I love it.
There we go. This particular gin is strawberry flavored. So it tastes it actually tastes really, really good. I'm enjoying this. But the reason why I went for an Aperol is because it's red and I wanted to go with a red, red flavor. I got a red Christmas tree right here. I got a red Santa hat. Boom.
Absolutely. I got my red sweater on.
There we go. Cheers.
This is my Christmas sweater. Now, I know you're obviously the king of bartending, and I was a bartender too in New York. Aren't Aperol spritzes the best drink to make? You can make them in like 2 seconds.
They are, but they're not that strong. So you always have to mix some kind of extra liquor with them because, Aperol's a liqueur, so it's like very not a lot of alcohol in that one. That's why I mixed some gin with it. But it's really good. I actually am enjoying this, and I don't drink gin. Out of all the clear liquors, I just drink tequila. That's it. I don't drink vodka. Vodka makes my stomach hurt. But this gin is actually really nice, so I'm enjoying this. This is great.
Good. I have to check that out. I don't drink gin either. It scares me for some reason.
I might have to send you this picture. I might have to send you this bottle to check out because I'm going to have to buy myself a full. I love the color purple too. Anyway, so topic of the day. 2020 is almost done. It's going to be on in a couple of weeks. All right. Whew, yeah, I think me personally, it's just a changing of a number. It doesn't really change, but that's just me. I stopped doing a couple of years ago. I stopped doing New Year's resolutions, and I just kept on being focused and not having to change something because of a day.
I love that.
Yeah. It's just so. But the question is today is what did you we're doing a cheers tonight, a holiday cheers. But what did you learn through 2020? I'm curious. What did you find out about yourself?
Yeah,
Santa Claus here, by the way. I'm Santa Claus now.
Mr. Santa Claus. Let me just tell you what I learned. You know what? I'm the same as you. I normally kind of do resolutions, but this year I literally was thinking just the other day, what's my resolution going to be? And I was like, I'm not going to get one this year. Every day is moving forward. Something I learned in 2020, and this is a really good life lesson. Nobody cares. We all just have to do our thing. I feel like that's been so apparent this year with everyone. Like I feel like people are going to take way many more risks after all this is over. I think so.
Wait. That being said, are you going to go jump off a cliff or something?
I will be jumping off a cliff because this year has been awful.
With a parachute, of course.
Totally kidding. Okay,
all right. I'm hoping that it's a parachute. It's just a parachute, right? You're going to jump off a
parachute, just a parachute. Totally fine. But yeah, don't you think people are taking so many more risks? I think people are going to, open their own businesses, start being more, I've been seeing entrepreneurial, like on social media, people have been like starting new things. I think it's a really cool year and kind of like a no fucks, kind of like 2021 is going to be a cool year and a no fucks given kind of year.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. My thing, I was going to get into this, but my thing that I've discovered with 2020 is that you only got one of these to live, the life. You only have one life to live, and make the most of it, And that's not saying that I haven't made the most of it in the past, because I have.
Right.
What I'm saying is that I'm not going to be stuck at home. I'm going to get out and try to do as much adventuring as possible. You know what I mean? Because 2020, I was kind of confined, as was everybody else. And that's how this whole thing started, actually. It's kind of crazy how 2020 began, and then and then this whole quarantine started, and then I keep on going back to it. It started on Instagram, and now all of a sudden we're here, and it's kind of interesting and weird and fun all at the same time.
I think so too. And just people have learned there's so many more ways to communicate. Me and you, we wouldn't have even ever met if it weren't for like a total lockdown. You have to get on Zoom, on, online, on Instagram. I think that's really cool. And I think people just are going to continue to take huge risks and get outside their house. Oh, Dawn just said, the only thing I'm thankful about 2020 is that I'm healthy and strong and safe from this pandemic. Working the front, give it up for Dawn, working the front line.
Love it, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn.
That's what I'm talking about, though. Like, people have, risked their lives this year, which that never was a thing. People did, but not in this way.
Yeah, that's true. It's very much a changing type of year. You know what I mean? 2020 is very much one of those years that everything kind of, you can see the fluctuation and then everything changes. Amy H asked what kind of gin, and this gin is called Indigo. Okay, so it's two G's. The G's look like O's at first. So it's Indigo. Woo, there we go.
Oh, boom. Amy said, Santa, may I sit on your lap?
It's I offer a lot of wishes and presents that I can deliver on a certain night throughout the year because it's awesome. Peter, is your birthday June the 14th? Yes, Lynette, it is. Thank you for asking. I'm waiting for next year because I'm going to be 38 years old. I like to say old, not young.
38 years young.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just 38. Finally, Maria Del Rosa finally got a chance to watch Peter live. Just got off of work. Yes, Maria. Where are you from? Tell me if you're going to sleep with me right now on the East Coast, or if you're on the West Coast and having a nice little cocktail for social happy hour. So before we even talk about some more of awesome 2020, the reason why I did this is because it is a little bit of a reminiscing moment for me. So I want to bring on another two people that affected me this year, other than, I was going to say you, and then of course Johnny, but Johnny's so busy right now. He's, like I said, he's trying to finish off the year. He's trying to finish off to get to 2021.
Johnny's a family man. Johnny's a family man.
Yes, he is. And that that can get in the way. But he's here with us in spirit. He just said he was on a phone call, so I'm loving it. But let's bring on a couple of other guys that I started something with as well this year. Rob Fedrick and Rob Schulte. Bring them in. How you doing, guys?
Yo,
look at those peace signs, Rob. What's up, man?
How's it going, guys?
Double Rob. What did I do to deserve this?
Two Robs do not make a right, Stuart.
So, Stuart,
I'm the comedian here. Funny business.
No mean to stealing the thunder, man. Hey, by the way, guys, cheers. I'm doing a little eggnog and whiskey. I got festive, man. I don't know with the Aperol, but I'm going festive.
What are you drinking, Fedrick?
A little eggnog and whiskey, man. Just getting with the times right now, with a little whiskey right now.
Schulte.
What about you, Rob Schulte?
Schulte, where are you? You're in New York, right? So you're going to sleep
I am,
right now.
and staying warm since we've got fucking 13 inches of snow coming in right now. So
Peter actually was 3 feet of snow.
Only 2 feet. Only 2 feet of snow.
2 feet.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, I didn't know. The last time I was in New York, I got pelted on the face, by just snow. It just kept on hitting me in the face. I could not wait to leave.
It's cold here, Peter. It's not. We all wish we were in LA right now. I promise you.
But snow is so much fun, though. I mean, like, you don't go sledding. Well, you guys are in New York City, so that's
sledding to the bodega.
Sledding where?
I put on my tennis racket shoes and just try and go get a
trout.
Yeah, just some sort of hamburger or something.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So, guys, we're reminiscing about 2020, and we're 2 weeks. What is it? 2 weeks away from the new year. Right now, and I wanted to kind of reminisce with everybody that is, joined me on this year's journey. So, why don't you guys take it away? What did you guys discover, or what did you guys accomplish this year as far as 2020 goes? And what are you ready for 2021?
2020, man.
Yeah, Rob, go ahead if you've got something, man.
No,
Rob,
what,
go ahead. Yes, Rob, go ahead.
Which Rob? I don't know.
Rob is the coolest guy ever. Let me tell you what. Rob is the most awesome person ever.
Hey, I'm not going to disagree with
you either. So first and foremost, to Rob and Peter, cheers, because this has been an epic year of podcasting with you gents, man. I am unbelievably proud of what we've accomplished with the podcast. That's one thing that I will say has been great. Rob and Peter, as you guys know, you guys can also touch on this, but that message we got from one of our fans that just said that, during this hard year where everybody's kind of like struggling to kind of keep a positive mindset, they turned to our podcast, and that gave them a little bit of a positive lift and some cheer. And that meant the world to me. So for me personally, that's one of the biggest things of 2020. I don't know if you guys agree, but yeah.
Amy H just said, "Love you guys, best movie critics ever."
Love it.
Wow.
Love it.
Don't tell Siskel or Ebert.
Just take their jobs.
You know what I mean. Now, I would have to say that I agree with Rob, obviously. And, it's really easy to be like, hey, everyone's doing something in terms of like a podcast or vlog or anything of this nature. But it started off as something fun for us to do and just to, discuss something we loved. And turns out that it actually is like, even if it's tiny or whatever you want to call it, like it's having an effect on people. And the fact that people are finding even the smallest amount of joy in, something that we kind of just threw together for fun that has become a passion is, I'm going to pat myself on the back for that, guys. I feel good that we can do that. And
I agree.
How about one of you Robs, give us a little rundown of how this whole thing, because you guys are really good storytellers as far as this whole thing. How did this thing come about, real quick, because this was a big part of my 2020 too.
Yeah, I'll just say
2020 as well.
Well,
also,
Peter, when you started doing Social Happy Hour on Instagram Live, before Instagram crashed in the summer heat, I was just like, dude, we're talking about movies. You're talking about movies with like every other person. You got to do a movie podcast.
Exactly.
I know how the tech works. I can show you. And you were like, well, I have a friend who likes to make movies and direct movies who's also named Rob, and I just think it's perfect. So we tested the waters and it worked. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Stuart, I don't want to exclude you from this, but it's just one of the things that like.
I'm just listening. I love this. I think this is awesome. I do have a question. Did y'all meet in quarantine? Like this all started in quarantine?
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, so I guess Peter knew Rob Schulte this guy from working. He did some podcasts with him before for Vanderpump Rules, and I actually met Rob digitally. I only heard his voice through my headphones when we recorded the podcast. Peter and I have gone way back. We've made some movies together and some projects. But he came up to me and he was like, "Yo, Rob, I know you're talking about me about making talking to me about making a podcast, but I got the guy. I got something for you." And then he just kind of like connected it, and it's been a weekly thing for us since. And
Weekly, wow, that's amazing.
Weekly. Yeah, we get together weekly.
And keep in mind, that was the significance of the phone call to Rob. It was all like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast? Cool, awesome."
Yep, that was it.
Literally,
whatever it was. I'm in.
So okay, so do you guys review movies?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Oh yeah.
What is everyone's, like, what's you guys' best podcast, the movie, like the one episode that you guys walked away like that one was fire? What movie?
Well, Santa Claus, I know he's got his favorite. And
Santa Begins.
Santa Begins.
Three. Okay, tell me. I'm dying to know.
I'll tell you. My favorite by far is Superman 2.
So we each do a round robin.
I was expecting like The Godfather, like Die Hard. No,
Superman 2.
No.
Superman 2.
So what we do, Stuart, is like each week we rotate until like Rob picks one, then Rob picks one, then Peter picks one. And I just happened to choose Superman 2 one of the weeks because, the Donner cut. I thought it was a very special, like, sort of edit to this movie. And Peter will never live down how much he disliked that movie because, in our eyes, it is now Peter's favorite movie. It is the only thing that he will ever watch if I ever, make that trek to LA again.
Here's Criterion Collection.
But
Spider-Man 2.
It's been the subject, though, of so many trolls because, Stuart, we have a lot of favorites. I think that we're proud of every episode.
We are.
Earlier ones when we're trying to find our footing, but we have these episodes that we throw in after we've kind of done a rotation of movies called wildcard episodes. And in those wildcard episodes, we try to switch it up and do something kind of funky or fun. And one of the ideas that we did was to do a movie trivia, but it involves alcohol if you choose the wrong answer, right? And those have been, to me, by far the most fun episodes to do, just because, it's surprisingly like these very niche questions that only kind of filmmakers would know, but it sheds a lot of light on like the passions that we have. But then it just gets into hilarious shenanigans as it goes on, because we just start taking shots of tequila. By 3/4 of the episode in, we're like about 8 shots of tequila each, so we're all pretty lit by the end of this one, and it just makes it for a fun interaction. So those are great.
I love
We'll have to have you on. We'll have to have you on.
Peter just means you drink more.
Yeah.
Right? I do. There was one where I drank a bunch on the wild card episode, and then I came and did social happy hour. So I was drinking all day. Yeah, baby. So, but the Superman 2 thing, number one, it's gone on forever. It's like one of those ongoing jokes now that we're just going to keep on, because I have to say something about Superman 2 like every episode that we do these days, because it's gotten such a, just everyone's expecting it now. It's like one of those catchphrases, like, you haven't seen this movie, hit yourself or the back of the box. Mine's Superman 2. There you go. I like it.
I love it.
We'll have to have Stuart on, and we should do like a comedy night where we just discuss or her favorite comedy type of thing. We'll have to have her on as a guest.
Guys, we have to do like 50 First Dates, because I watched that movie recently. Have you guys seen that movie in a while?
Yeah,
no, and I would
maybe like 2 years ago.
You guys have to just roast it alive. Like, she forgets what day it is every day, and then Adam Sandler just like dates her ever. It's so weird. It's so bad. It's so inappropriate. It's so not okay in 2020 that like she has. It's really funny, but we had.
It sounds like a perfect wild card episode.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah.
Perfect wild card episode.
So
Look at
what are
Peter's
we gonna do,
face.
guys?
Peter's
We're gonna
like-
drink. We're gonna watch the movie and drink every time something happens, or sometimes
That
when I
would be
compare
fun.
something to Superman 2 on the show. On the movie.
Yeah,
Drink.
Huh?
I'm drinking now because you
Let's do
compared.
it. We'll all drink.
I'll drink to that. There we go. Cheers, guys.
Today is actually our 20th episode, which is,
really?
Yeah.
you know, I would say that it's, in my experience of indie podcasts, which is the level we're at right now. We can make the announcement if you guys want, but in the level of indie podcasts, it's hard to get past 10 episodes.
Wait,
you know,
we can
because
make what announcement?
the network that we will be joining in 2021.
We can say that now.
We can say that.
Oh,
Rob,
yeah.
Yeah.
Say it.
So-
what are we doing?
Well, I mean, Peter, would you? It's your
No,
show.
you do it. You do it.
What,
You-
Okay.
all right, guys, why don't we do our iconic 3, 2, 1 countdown with Rob, but instead of the clap, we just say the name of the network that
Cool.
we've gotten picked up with.
Yeah.
How's that?
All right, Rob. 3, 2, 1.
Heavy Metal Magazine.
Yep.
Woo!
There we go.
So
Yeah.
the sci-fi, horror, and classic magazine from the 70s up to today has made a huge digital shift and are starting a podcast network. And they have asked Madrigal at the Movies with Rob and Rob to be on, and it's just been a dream come true. You know, it's one of those things where they wanted to. I mean, to put it in business terms, they wanted to get in early. You know, they could see that we have the potential to grow, and it's not often that you get to luck out like that. And
They
I'm
like that
very-
I hate Superman 2, just like
That's exactly what it was. They were like, I heard this Superman 2 episode, and this Peter guy's got something.
There we go. Lynette asked, did you watch Desperados? We haven't watched Desperados yet, but we're going to get around to it. But off of the podcast, what did you guys discover about yourselves just beyond the podcast?
I mean, for me personally, man, I'm a big fan. I've talked about it on this show before. I'm a big fan of like mental fortitude and developing, your mental toughness and how to, kind of cope with hard falls and stuff like that. And I think that 2020 has been the year for that, right? It's been the year for people to, yes, it's been very difficult for a lot of people, but it's also been an opportunity for you to flex that brain muscle and try to develop new strategies to cope with things. And I think that 2020 has taught me, at least, to be resilient and be grateful, honestly, for the little things that I appreciate every day that we don't get. Like, we do a podcast about reviewing movies. When's the last time we got to go to the movies? You know what I mean? And so those little things that we miss, it's kind of nice to say, well, you know what? Now I have all these streaming platforms that I get to appreciate, and all these little things that you can just take for a moment of gratitude in the day. Yes, we've lost a lot, but we've also gained so much. And I feel like that has been something that I've taken away from this year, is appreciate the little things and take the joy in everyday life and be grateful for it,
Yeah, I'm going to have to totally agree with Rob there. Obviously, there's a lot of dread and fear and things like that, but it's being able to combat that with friendships and projects and just trying to do better each day. And it's easy to say sometimes, and I get that, but being able to have the mental strength to push on and do the best that you can, given the circumstances and the hand that you're dealt, has, opened my eyes to know that, like, you can do stuff if you go about it the right way. And it's felt really good.
Wow. That's impactful, because I'm looking back on this year, and for me, I strengthened, of course, I think I lost a few friends, but I strengthened a lot of my friendships, and actually, no, I didn't lose any friends. I strengthened all of my relationships, and I got friends back that I wasn't talking to for a while. And all of a sudden, because of everything kind of just stops, and you're at home and you're just kind of like, okay, what is this person doing? What is this person doing? And then all of a sudden you go back in time and you're like, oh, okay, I want to reunite with certain people that I feel like we ended in the wrong way,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Totally.
It's just like, that's the way I feel about it.
I did the same thing. I've been reuniting with, like, part of me is always like, social media, I hate it, And then the other part of me is like, it's so cool that we have this tool. I've been reaching out to people that I went to high school with, like elementary, you know what I mean? Like all these people that I never would have had the time to talk to, you know, just with the normal like busyness of day-to-day life. I've been like, you know, they'll respond to an Instagram story and then I'll be like, we should FaceTime. And then it's
exactly. So you're kind of in the same boat. You've strengthened everything.
Yeah.
I want to bring on one more guest tonight, actually. I think he just popped on. Tristan, I want to say hi. Tristan, how are you? Welcome to Social Happy Hour.
Hi, Tristan.
Hey,
Tristan.
Welcome.
Hey, you guys. The
So
party
right now,
is here.
there we go. Love it. Woo! Yeah. Everybody.
Last with that martini.
Damn, cheers, man. And the last of my eggnog.
Dude, Tristan, that's a cool jacket, dude.
I love it.
Thank you very much.
So we've been talking about lessons that we've learned and stuff that we've accomplished this last year. I mean, how has 2020 affected you? Because like after this episode, once we get to the next one that I'm planning, there's not going to be any more 2020 talk. Okay.
Okay. First of all, hallelujah. Okay, like thank you, Lord. So I'm glad we're done with that. 2020.
Hallelujah.
Okay, wait. So what are you asking me? Let me just make sure I got this straight. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Take another swig. There we go, baby. 2020. How has it affected you, and what have you learned from this past year, about yourself?
Oh my God, about myself? Oh, child.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God, it's like I just sat down to a therapy session now. Okay. 2020, I think, has been very, very, I don't know, unique, I guess, you know, to say the least. It was a lot of things that were very unforeseen. I grew a lot. Well, first off, I relocated my life. If you guys have, you know, noticed since the last time I checked in with you guys, I am now living in my very nice West Hollywood apartment, and I'm so glad to finally be a Los Angelino and to be in WeHo and to, you know, finally have started the life here that I was looking forward to for so long.
Rob Schulte and Stuart are jealous of us, bro.
I know.
Jealous of us.
Honestly,
What I would do to drink Starbucks at the Grove. Like, you don't even know.
There you go.
I would do that. Just to be
girl,
warm.
like, no,
but,
like, you may think you want to drink Starbucks at the Grove, girl, until you have to fight off a homeless person who's like trying to pee on your feet on the sidewalk. Okay, like, let me tell you guys something. I was going to Starbucks to try the Irish cream cold brew for the first time, and I was really, really excited. And as I'm sitting on the street corner, patiently waiting with my small dog to pass, you know, to go along my way, a car pulled up and they had this like look of disgust on their face. And I'm like, what are they looking at? And I turn over my shoulder and this homeless woman was literally peeing on my feet. You guys.
Whoa.
Dude, I ran into oncoming traffic. Like literally the cars were coming around. Like I'm on Santa Monica, literally on Santa Monica. And I ran into oncoming traffic. Dude, I was like, fuck that. I mean, whatever. I'd rather get hit by a car than have this bitch be on me. Are you kidding me?
Oh, by the way, guys, Tristan has the best stories.
Okay. Oh, I do.
The best stories ever.
Yeah,
I'm taking note.
Safe to say I've never been peed on by a homeless person. That's a pretty good story.
Honestly, girl, count your blessings, okay?
I am. Every day.
But,
See,
you know,
in New York,
Comparison, we don't have 13 inches of snow.
Right, true.
oh God.
See,
But that
in
makes
New York,
getting coffee an adventure, man. Like what? I mean, to me, there's nothing more iconic than going to Starbucks in New York City to go get coffee. Like that's like the thing for me over there. You know what I mean? So
No,
if you got to
I
trek
feel
it through 2-3 feet of snow, however many inches there's going to be, that makes it even more of an adventure in my book. But you know, I'm nice and toasty over here in Los Angeles, so I can't really
Uphill
speak
both
right.
ways, Rob.
Okay,
It's uphill
honestly,
both ways.
if you're on the East Coast, that's like low-key a manifestation of the American dream. I feel that vibe,
There
okay?
you go. There you go.
I love it. Awesome. But
Huh?
going back to you,
No.
Tristan, like, you know, 2020 in a nutshell for you, what are you feeling? How are you taking it in that it's almost the end?
I am really, 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 really excited for 2020 to end. I'm going back to Texas next week for the first time since I've moved to California, which is coming up on 2 years now. So that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to see 2020 really transformed my life. And I said this earlier that, I'm so blessed and I'm so privileged, and I always just, find myself taken care of in life. And I'm very grateful for that. And it's sad that, so many lives were, lost and displaced otherwise by this crisis. But, for me personally, things just really kind of fell into place. I kind of, it's weird. Like, I lost my job, but I got like so much money through it all, like, litigations and all this other stuff I can't get into right now. So that kind of worked out for me. I realized that, living in Newport Beach was definitely very fabulous, and it was a dream come true of mine. And I always wanted to live in Orange County by the ocean. And I'm very glad that I was able to do so. But my life needed me to be in West Hollywood for more reason than one. And I'm here now. And, there's prospects of things in my life. And, we've talked personally, and I'm very, very excited about the future right now and where I am and, what's coming up. And I'm waiting for 2021 so that I can finally share it with people, because, I can't right now.
Yeah, exactly. Tristan
Yeah.
F. Field on Instagram. So how do you like West Hollywood in comparison to Newport? Like, how are you taking this in right now?
Okay, so there a lot. Okay, so every day I used to wake up and I would walk out to the ocean, and there would be yachts and all this stuff all around me, and I always thought that was so nice. And now I wake up every morning and I open up my blinds, and I mean, you've seen my view. It's all of the West Hollywood Hills West. I mean, girl, listen, that happened down the way, okay? Listen, all right, that's not in the neighborhood, all right? So when I open up my windows right there, you see all of Beverly Hills, all of the Hollywood Hills West and West Hollywood. I have an incredible view, and I feel so lucky to be here and to be experiencing West Hollywood life. It's very different culturally, socially. When every single day I would see like Trump flags flying everywhere, on everybody's yacht. That was like the thing in Newport Beach, and here it's so liberal. And, I love that, you go down Melrose or you go down Santa Monica and all of that, and you see the American flag, you see the California flag, and you see the LGBTQ plus flag, you know what I mean? And I think this is such an inclusive community, and I'm very, very grateful, and I'm excited about what this has to offer me and the opportunities that West Hollywood has offered me already.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Yeah. Thank you for coming into West Hollywood.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
I love it.
And a former Texan too.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah, I might be having to go back for a visit soon. Just to visit family and say what's up. We've got nothing but time nowadays, right?
Exactly. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Lone Star State.
Though, like what are your thoughts going into this this next couple of weeks? Because it's very exciting that the little digit, the 0 is going to turn to a 1. What do we got?
Are you talking in general or?
Well, no, in general, actually. Who wants to talk about it? Because I'm getting wasted over here, and I want to know.
Hey,
I'm
right there
Peter.
with you, Peter. We'll just put it on the table.
Listen, all I can say about 2021 is that there may be some exciting progressions, developments. But listen, that's all I got to say about 2021.
There we go.
No lack of drinking either, right, guys? Like we got to celebrate the end of this year big time. I don't know about you guys, but New Year's Eve, like I am crushing drinks and having a big time celebration. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely doing that.
Totally. I'm going out on the fire escape with a cigar and a bottle.
Yes.
There you
that
go.
Is what's going to happen.
Wait, so what states is everybody else in?
What's up?
What states are everybody else in?
It's just California and New York over here.
Me and Rob are in New York.
Oh my God, coast to coast. We are coast to coast.
We are sleeping with Peter. It's 10:42 now, and then y'all, Rob and
Peter over there, and me, we're all together in California.
Yeah.
what day it is? Guess what
Listen,
day
West
it is?
Coast
Guess
episodes,
what
all
day
right?
it is? Guess what day 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 it
No,
is?
wait, I
Guess what
lost.
day it
Oh my
is?
god, stop. It's so embarrassing for my soul. I can't hear anybody. Why is everybody on mute? What the fuck? Johnny! What is this? What's happening right now?
Guess what
What is
day it
this?
is?
Yeah.
It is hump day, y'all.
do it.
Okay, and that's all I gotta say. It's hump day, and that's where I'm changing everything to. So yeah, there you go. It's actually a lot. I think that the show is better on Wednesday, hump day, and then maybe freeform Friday than it was on Tuesdays, Thursdays. That's why we
Wait a
decided
minute.
to
Wait a
middle
minute.
of the
What's
week.
Freeform Friday? What's Freeform Friday, not Chop? Come on.
Sometimes I do freeform Friday where everyone can just come on and just talk about whatever they want to talk
Just
about.
fuck it up. Just fuck it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm,
Have fun. Have
mhm.
fun. It's 2020. Everything's fucked, so why not come and fuck it up?
2020, I came to fuck it up. Hey. All right. Listen, Drake said it. Okay. Drake said it.
Hey, you can
That's
find
what I
Tristan on
heard.
Tristan Field.
Your
on Instagram.
discretion.
Your discretion is advised, everybody. Okay, cheers.
I love the Wednesday hump day vibe. I feel like in normal life, Thursday was that day. But once you get to quarantine and shit, and we're not really going out like that anymore, getting through Monday and Tuesday is a huge accomplishment.
Yes, it is.
Like, and then once you get to Wednesday, you're like, okay, I didn't drink Monday and Tuesday. I'm drinking tonight. So I love the hump day vibe.
Lynette said,
can I tell you guys-
it's going to be a memorable one, not only because of the pandemic, but because I've made friends with a lot of amazing people.
Oh my God, 2020 is going to be a memorable, not only because of the pandemic, but because you've what? Okay,
Lynette,
made friends.
okay.
You want to know what, Lynette? That's really nice. I'm happy for you.
Well, have you guys like strengthened any relationships this year, or have
Oh my
you
God, I strengthened my relationship with Jesus. Okay.
Oh, I like that. There we go.
I got to tell you guys, I found love during the pandemic. I actually met my girlfriend during the quarantine. I never in my life ever tried doing like dating apps, and then I did one, and I ended up meeting this girl that now I'm like madly in love with, and we've had such an amazing relationship for the last like 6 months. It's been incredible. So I found love during the pandemic. So it's been pretty awesome.
Sorry, ladies.
Okay, so let me tell you guys something.
Drag.
This is so crazy because I was supposed to. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but you know, it doesn't matter really now. I was supposed to go on a dating show about quarantine, and it was supposed to be on MTV, and it just like ended up just being this total cluster F of a shit show. Okay, now honestly, going on dating apps honestly scares me, Peter, because I'm like scared of people in Los Angeles. Okay, like everybody here is so crazy. I don't want to meet anybody online. I'm scared. Like I'm terrified.
Give it a shot, Tristan.
Dude, no, I've taken a vow of what is it, chastity since I moved here because I'm like, dude, I'm not like meeting anybody. I'm scared. I'm like, you guys are gonna murder me. I'm gonna end up on the Real Murders of Los Angeles. Okay, that's not the TV debut that I'm trying to make. All right, like I can't. So I don't know. I'm just, I mean, maybe if I walk down the street and I meet somebody and it happens organically, that's one thing, but. I don't know. Listen, my Tinder account is on suspension right now. I'll tell you that.
That's a good Peter reaction.
Okay, Tristan.
Wow.
I think you need to learn a little bit of a lesson from Rob here and just get vulnerable and get on that app and just try it out because you can tell the crazies. You really can. You can block those.
No, see. Girl, that's how you know that you're not from Los Angeles. Okay, I'm just telling you that much right there. Like people here are so crazy. Somebody peed on my feet. Okay, like
Did you meet him on a dating app? That's the
You
question.
didn't meet that man on a dating app. That was a woman, and good and well.
Right.
Okay.
Here are
First
not
off,
But either way, though, guys, and I like what you said, Stuart. It's about putting yourself out there. Like, yeah, if you
I
experience some
agree.
crazies, it's about the experience and stuff like that. But you never know what you can open yourself up to. I was so adamantly against dating apps because that's just not who I am. I like to go and meet someone and interact, but I didn't have that luxury during the pandemic. And a friend of mine at work was like, "You should really try it, Rob. Sign up for it." And I did it. And ironically, what was that?
Which dating app? Because I've already done the episode
I
on dating
did
apps. I'm curious.
Bumble. I did Bumble because
Bumble.
this
I'm
girl
on Bumble,
who
yeah,
shares my
Bumble.
girlfriend's name, by the way, it's a weird coincidence, right? Like my friend Jan at work was like, "You should do Bumble." I did Bumble, and now my girlfriend's name is Jen. That was a weird turn of events over there, but
A
it
catfish?
was crazy.
No, I'm kidding.
What was that?
Hold on. I'm gonna go make myself another cocktail. Okay, hold on.
I
All
said
right.
a catfish, but I was totally kidding. I agree. My sister met someone in the pandemic as well, and
There
I
you
just
go.
think you get really, when you live in in a city like New York or LA, you just get so fast paced. You're always like on to the next one. You're always working on yourself kind of more than you're like focused on dating or something. And I really think like now is almost an okay time to meet someone on an app. You know,
Yeah.
But totally.
Well, let you dip your toes in the water a little bit, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
And like, you don't have to dive in head first, which becomes really easy when you're initially meeting someone. You know, you can kind of, arm's length until you feel comfortable with each other. I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I've been with someone for 8 years, but I can understand where you're coming from there. And Rob, more power to you, man.
I got a question for you guys because we've already done this episode, but what do you have against like? Because I'm on all the dating.
Good for you, man.
Hell yeah, Peter.
Peter, I love that for you.
Oh, thank you. So I just do that, but I was wondering what dating apps like you. What is the problem with dating apps? Why don't you like them? I'm just curious because of course we've done this episode already, but now I'm just not like you guys are my friends, so I want to know.
No, I mean, look, man, I don't think the fundamentals of a dating app have anything wrong with them in terms of like, hey, we live in a new age of technology. Here's a way to connect with people, right?
Yep.
What I don't particularly like about the social media apps and the dating apps is that you lose a real big part of the human interaction, which is a body language and just kind of reading people and like that natural flirtation that does happen face to face. Like you have to kind of do it via text. You got to play a couple more games. It just takes that much more effort. You know what I mean? And also it's a double-edged sword with the immediacy of it all where, it is kind of like a menu and you're just offered to swipe. And it's like, if you get bored, then you're like, oh, well, I'll just move on to the next one or whatever. And I feel like in a way that for me personally kind of cheapens the experience. And I was always turned off about it because I'm a social butterfly. I like to go and talk up a storm with everybody. Right.
Yeah.
But when I did Bumble, I actually really liked their system, right? The way that they, like the girl has to message you first or whatever. It kind of puts less pressure on the guy in a way. And it kind of balances things out a little bit. And then, I actually had some good experiences meeting a few people, but I really connected with my current girlfriend. It was kind of amazing. We did these FaceTime dates and then we went on regular dates and then it just kind of grew from there. And honestly, like I look back on it being very proud that I met my girlfriend during the pandemic on a dating app. So.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, Tristan, what do you? Well, okay, so yeah, I can see you're a little like, what exactly are you worried
Just a little.
Just a little
about? What are you worried about as far as dating apps go, Tristan?
Oh my God, I'm worried about a psychopath. Are you kidding me right now? People, motherfuckers in this city are crazy. Oh my God, I'm worried about meeting a serial murderer, an axe killer. Tristan, you have to meet my friend Michael. Oh my God, that's so funny because let me tell you something.
Don hooking it up.
No, Don, let me tell you something, Don. So I have this like, I don't know, like love interest, romantic interest or whatever here in West Hollywood, Beverly Hills. And he's a celebrity, so I'm not going to give the last name. But you said Michael.
Tom Cruise.
Listen, let me tell you something. If I ever get into the fucking sack with Tom Cruise, I'm going to put that crap all over my Instagram, okay? I'm not going to be sitting here.
You guys hear about his rant, by the way?
Okay,
yeah, we heard about that. His rant. He had
the leaked audio that Tom Cruise.
That was crazy.
But do you guys not? I mean, like, I'm sorry, but I oddly support what he was saying because he made a lot
Wait,
of
what did he
valid
say?
points.
I didn't
I think
hear
he
it.
knew. I think he was right. I think yeah.
He's kind of right.
Not to
I
bring
think that, yeah, I think that,
but- yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
No,
I think we're on the same page there, Rob, like, and Stuart. Like, the Tom Cruise may have certain beliefs that I do not align with.
Right.
But
Scientology.
hey, there you go.
Just paint it red right there.
Wait,
Yeah,
isn't
and,
Tom Cruise a Scientologist or something like that?
yeah,
Yeah.
Didn't he
but I
lock his
do
ex-wife
think
in
that
his
like
basement
every
or something?
documentary.
He's the Scientologist.
He's like the
He's
Oh
the
like
my
the
Scientologist.
Pope
God.
Scientologist. The
Okay, so
crown
I
prince.
don't know. I literally don't know. I don't know anything about Scientology. All I know is that the public opinion of it is negative. And Peter, I know that Jax has had a very unfortunate situation with that whole, culture and church or whatever ideology that it is. And I don't know. It seems like, something very negative to me. I need to educate myself, I think.
I
some more
think
about
there's
it.
a few documentaries you can watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start with Going Clear on HBO. That'll be
What were you
I think,
saying?
what is, no, there
Oh,
is
I was
some
just going
girl.
to say that. I was just going to say that, like, every interview and like other people I've met in the industry that have worked with him or adjacent to him is that he is at work. He has extreme integrity and like speaks his honest truth and what he feels is right for the production he is on. And I think
Tom
you can
Cruise?
separate someone's belief system to
Yeah.
their like who they are as a person. Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty
well,
common.
Christian, I don't think it has anything to do with their belief system, but Christian
Yeah.
Bale did the exact same thing, But
Yeah.
back to Tristan. Tristan, what were you saying about like a celebrity or something?
Yeah. Let's go back to
Yeah, go back to the
Yeah.
celebrity Michael.
that.
What happened?
What happened? Oh my God. Hey, listen, we're all adults here, okay? We can let our
Of course we are.
imagination
Like,
There you go.
for themselves. I mean, come on, Peter. You know where we live. You run into a person of notoriety every once in a while, and I actually, honestly, I was introduced to them through a mutual friend. I'm not even going to say who the mutual friend is because you'll know. And
Santa Claus.
honestly, actually, it was the Easter Bunny, but there you go. So, and I didn't. I mean, they said to me, he has done X, Y, and Z. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then afterwards, you leave and you go home and you do a creep FBI search. Let me tell you something. All right, I could be freaking Secretary of State. All right, the shit I could pull up on somebody. Anyway, I found out. I was like, oh my God, this person has done some stuff, okay, in Hollywood. So I got to be a little coy right now,
It's all good.
It's all good.
But who knows what can happen in 2021? All right, that's all I'll say.
That's a
Well,
good
you have
thing.
something to look forward to now. That's great.
Something to look forward to for sure.
Definitely, there's lots to look forward to in 2021, you guys.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the greatest year ever in 2021. After this shit show, let me tell you what, I'm ready for 2021 at this point. Cheers to that.
Bring it on.
I'm thinking it might be. I really think 2021, I think it's going to be a good year. I think America is going to be back on top and we're all going to benefit from that. And it's going to be a much different, experience from 2020. Hopefully it's a stark contrast. Okay. So cheers to that.
I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Totally.
I mean,
Hey, I got a quick
seriously.
question for everyone.
Yes.
Since we are approaching a major holiday, I didn't know if anyone had any traditions they're going to try and uphold themselves this year.
There you go.
Do you guys have a movie you like to watch during Christmas time? Anything like that?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Lord
Peter,
of the Rings
you like-
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, all of them?
All of them.
All of them. Dude,
All of
I'm
them.
there.
Some coffee.
For me, it's gotta be A Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched my Christmas movies a little early. I watched them 2 days ago, but there is a cool New Year's tradition that I like to do.
Huh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's actually a
Write
Colombian
down.
tradition. You grab a piece of paper and you write down all the things that you want to leave with the current year, right? So all the bad things that you want, right? And you put it, you can also write all the things that you want to attract with the new year, and you fold it into this little piece of paper and you stick it into what they call the old year, which is this kind of straw puppet that then you light on fire, right? But I actually like the idea of just like writing what you want gone and what you like. And I always kind of just do that paper reflective, fold it up and burn it in a pot if I have to.
Yeah.
But it's a good one, you know?
Wait, Rob, that's so crazy you say that, because me and Peter were on earlier and we were both saying that we're like not really doing New Year's resolutions. Like, what's
Yeah.
a New Year's resolution?
No, I'm gonna definitely do one.
Like,
because
oh yeah, I'll
it's
lose weight
pyrotechnics.
and get fit. Like, what's New Year's resolution? So this idea is amazing. I'm totally doing that. So you write down what you want to attract and what you want to get rid of.
What you want to get rid of, yeah, and you put it on two sides of the paper.
What are we doing? Because my New Year's resolution is to be a bad bitch. Okay.
Tristan, your New Year's resolution is to watch the Scientology documentaries,
There you go.
marry the famous man so that you can tell us who it is and we can see it online,
Right.
and not get peed on.
Then
Yeah, I
the
could see
family gets together and watches
Seven fishes. That's right. The seven fishes, the Italian style Christmas Eve.
Oh my!
Prime rib.
Okay, so I'm Italian, and the seven fishes. I mean, I absolutely love that. I mean, that's such a. I mean, okay, so I'm from Texas. I was born in Manhattan. I grew up in northern New Jersey. Okay, my whole.
What part of
family
New
is
Jersey,
Italian.
man? What part of New
I'm
Jersey?
from Montclair.
Dude, I know
Essex
so many
County.
people from Montclair. I went to school
I
at
know
Morris
you do.
Catholic in
Oh,
Denville.
dude, absolutely. And let me just shout out to my Real Housewives of New Jersey,
There
Essex
you go.
County. You guys are representing Bravo TV 2021. We're gonna show out, okay? But anyway, so I'm from the East Coast. I was born in Lenox Hill, Park Avenue in Lexington. I'm a New Yorker, you guys. I love everything about the Italian culture. My family's from Naples. I mean, from all over Italy, you know. So we definitely do the seven fishes. It's definitely a
What's the seven
holiday
fishes?
tradition.
Can you tell us what it is?
Like you have to have like seven fish. Okay, to be completely honest, I don't know like the cultural significance of it, but like Italian Americans, I know that like during the holidays we have to have like seven seafoods. So like you'll do like salmon, clams, crab, lobster, tilapia, like like all these like like linguine clams, like all these different kind of sauces and everything.
Wait, I love this.
Octopus, roasted octopus, all these great like Italian, like authentic Italian recipes. You have to do the seven fishes. Yeah, everybody.
Wait, I love that. I know that I'm getting drunk because in my head I'm like, I'm gonna go home to Arkansas and make them do the seven fishes with me.
There you go. There you go.
My family is like literally okay. So I'm on my mother's side. So my mom is Eastern European and West Indian, which is the Caribbean. Okay. And I'm second generation on her side. And then on my dad's side, we're all Eastern European, Western European, and Italian specifically. And I'm third generation. So we're like, pretty still cultural and everything like that. Our great grandparents spoke Italian and everything like that. So like we're pretty like with it, you know what I mean? And I don't know. It's exciting. I wish I lived in New York.
But I will have to. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta interrupt. I'm all out of my drink, and when my drink is gone, that's it. It's over. I gotta get
there
going
already.
It's over.
It's over. I'm sorry, guys, but hey,
Wow.
this has been a lot of fun. Seriously, thank you for hanging out on Social Happy
Yeah.
Hour.
Thanks for having us.
I hope you guys had a lot of fun. This is our little Christmas holiday special. So thank you guys for hanging out with me.
Christmas tradition.
Yeah, it's going to start to be a Christmas tradition. Everyone,
There you
we're
go.
going to do this right here, the week before Christmas. Boom.
I love it. I love it.
Drink.
Well, very much appreciate you having us on, Peter. Stuart,
Thank
you
you,
were great. guest co-host.
Rob and Kristen, so great to meet y'all.
Same.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
And we'll have to invite these guys to come on the podcast at some point, guys. So
Absolutely.
make that happen.
Oh,
We
yeah,
got to
I'll
choose a
come on the
movie for
podcast.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, choose a super lame one for me.
50
Yeah.
First Dates.
You're
on
the
it.
Peters.
Dates.
Oh my
Dates,
God!
dude.
Wait a minute. Okay, so I watched 50 First Dates last week. Okay, and
Woo!
like it was. Oh
Kristen,
my
we
God!
This is fair.
I know.
We're gonna have
I
to see you later,
love
guys.
That movie.
All right,
That,
thanks,
it's
Peter.
so awesome.
All right, guys. Peter, thank
Okay,
you.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks,
See ya.
y'all.
Well,
All right,
Stuart.
that was so
Oh.
fun.
Yeah, it was. I hope you have an amazing rest of your night because wait, hold on. I think we're missing someone. Oh my God. Lisa Vanderpump's still in the green room. I
Is
totally
this for real? Is this for real?
Yes, it is. Oh shit. Okay. Lisa, I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry that this always happens. I just ran out of time and ran out of a drink. I hope you can I'll bring you on next time I come on in like 2 weeks, I promise. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night. Stuart, thank you for joining in. Bye.